Another day, baby. Let's go, Jungkook said, taking Taehyung's hand. Taehyung's palm was sweating profusely. Kooky. I am scared. I just can't do it, Taehyung said, unwanted to back away, but Jungkook assured him, baby, it's okay. It's just nerves acting up. This is your big day. Everyone are waiting for you there. Forma, Apay, Halaboy, Halmoni, Taehyungs are waiting for you there. They are very proud of you, baby, Jungkook said, trying to calm his baby down. Taehyung nodded his head, but he was still anxious. Jungkook led him to the car. They both drove away to the destination. The destination is a very big art exhibition of a very famous and talented old artist. Liu, a well-known old man with gray hair, and a very honest and strict person, known for his unique art masterpieces. But today was different. He invited young artists around the country to select his potential student, who will continue his unique art style and passion. Taehyung is one of the participants, and he is anxious about it. Liu is his role model. He had this dream of becoming his disciple. And now when it's his turn to prove it, his nerves are acting up. The art exhibition was lively with different art forms on the walls. People are visiting the exhibition, and there were a lot more people than expected. Many business big shots and other well-renowned artists were visiting. Taehyung presented a painting, The Game of Shadows, a painting of a boy very happy. The picture is himself like an angle. His eyes sparkled with love, hands held up high receiving the blessings of God, but behind him was a small shadow of a small boy, cocooned into himself, afraid, vulnerable, like something bad happened to him, amidst the beautiful place, and then a long shadow in his front, like a fighter, eyes determined to get his rights back, ready to fight. The art was a unique concept, and also the style used to paint is also unique and very hard technique. There were many people gathering at that painting. It was the same technique that Taehyung used to paint Jungkook's face for his birthday gift. Some were admiring, and some were trying to find a meaning behind it. Taehyung stood at the far end, with Jungkook holding his hand as a support. Even Jimin, Hozak, and his other hangs were also there to support him. Taehyung was almost at the point of losing conscious due to the anxiety. Baby, come with me, Jungkook said, and dragged him to the restroom. He closed the door so that no one enters. And their intense moment was disturbed by the ringtone of Jungkook's phone. His hangs calling. Taehyung retrieved himself, and Jungkook took a deep breath before answering the call. Kook, where are you two? The chief guest is about to enter the hall. Come to the hall fast. Namjin's voice came from the phone. Okay, Jungkook said shortly, and hung up the phone. Baby, clean your face, and then we'll go, Jungkook said. Taehyung nodded his head and washed his flushed face. Then both of them went to the hall. Jungkook didn't mind to show off the wild marks of his baby, showing he's taken already. As he is a boxer, some people were trying to get his attention. They both walked inside the hall and found their hounds near the table they reserved. They walked to their hangs, and also waited for the guests. Jimin was teasing Taehyung about the insect that bit Jungkook on his neck and jaw. Taehyung was all red and was glaring at Jimin with red cheeks. Others were controlling their laws as they could clearly hear what they were whispering. The guest flute arrived in the hall. Everian stood up in respect. He is now an old man with white hair, beard, and gray eyebrows. His face pleasant, and body language screams strict like a math teacher. He was greeting his fellow artists in the hall, and the participants are standing separately. After addressing Leo, the host requests him to announce his student that he selected. Leo started to inspect the painting on the wall one by one. Every painting was a masterpiece in itself, but none of them caught his attention. But as he went through the last painting on the wall, Leo stood there for a moment long, and his expressions changed for a bit moment, but changed quickly. He nodded his head a bit, and then went to the stage with his manager beside him. The host handed him a mic. Leo's manager handed him the details of the painting, and the artist who painted the last painting on which his gaze lingered a little too longer. The participants were almost freaked out seeing the serious discussion going on the stage. Big shots were waiting just to get their hands on some paintings in the auction that will happen after some time. After a minute of serious discussion, Lou looks at the people with a warm smile and starts. Today, I came here to this exhibition not just to admire the painting and talents, but to pass my techniques to that one ultimate talent here, and I have to appreciate the young talent. Every painting present here is a masterpiece in itself. The meanings and the effort are really mesmerizing to the eyes. But there's this one painting that is an expression and life itself. The Game of Shadows painted by Mr. Kim Taehyung. It has all the life, struggle, and showed all the expressions without missing anything, and the unique style of representing it in a mosaic style says it all. So today I hereby announce Kim Taehyung as my student, to carry the art legacy, Liu said, and everyone clapping their hands. Taehyung was shocked like a thunder struck. He couldn't believe his ears anymore. How can he, when it sounds so unreal to him? Jungkook, who was sitting beside him, hugged him. Congratulations, baby. I said right, you can do this, Jungkook said, and Taehyung also nodded, almost teary-eyed, but a smile was playing on his lips. His hounds were also congratulating him. Taehyung was called on the stage. When he got up, the spotlight spotted him, sitting in the middle of the hall with famous businessmen, a boxer, music producer, national basketball player. Everyone was astonished by the view of the cold people in the world, are now smiling and congratulating Taehyung. Taehyung reached the stage and received a shining gold cup and a medal, along with the certificate of officially being the student of Liu. Fortunately, Liu trains Taehyung in the free Sundays, so that he can continue his study. After Taehyung's speech of gratitude, the auction began. Then the Jeons arrived. Rich and classic as ever, the elder Jeon couple are known for getting the top painting at every art exhibition. That explains the adoration and interest of the elder couple towards the art, and today was no exception. Taehyung's painting had a lot of demand. That even shocked the tender judges, but finally was won by Jeon's. Proudly Ye's. The elder Jeon couple were no joke. When it comes to tenders and auctions, they want it, they get it. Taehyung was extremely happy that his face was beaming with happiness. Jungkook and his hounds were happy, and their faces reflected pride. Especially Wooshik and Jungkook were on either side of Taehyung, almost making it impossible for someone to approach him. After encountering a boxing champion, Goldenik, and famous cold owner of the Vant corporations, some were mesmerized by Taehyung's beauty, and some were astonished by the two tower guards, one boxer, and other businessmen. Beside the new, beautiful artist, the artists who came to congratulate Taehyung were immediately intimidated by the two towers beside him, and went away early. The exhibition was so tiring for Taehyung after all the meetings and greetings. He was looking like a sleeping bear, almost sleeping with open eyes. He slept in the car in the way back home. Reaching John Mansion, Jungkook scooped Taehyung in his arms without disturbing his sleep. He reached the bedroom and made Taehyung lay on the bed softly. Taehyung whined a bit after losing the warmth of Jungkook, but Jungkook joined him in the bed, and sleep took over them with very pleasant dreams. Time skip. 2 years. 2 years passed in a blink of an eye for the university students, with all the assignments, tests and learning new skills. Taehyung was extremely stuck between classes, teaching art, working in his own art studio, and learning from Liu. He didn't break the promise of meeting the children in happiness. If anything changed, then his beauty increased even more. Jungkook, being the business student and the boxer, was also busy with study, practice, and his responsibilities of happiness. In all these chores, they went on numerous dates, sometimes coffee date, sometimes a candlelight dinner, sometimes shopping spree, sometimes just silent indoor date, sometimes spending time with Jeon couples. The Jeon couples have officially dumped Jungkook and adopted Taehyung as their son of the house. Taehyung is the apple of eye of Jeon's. They even get jealous together when other people try approaching Taehyung. So today is their graduation day. Taehyung successfully completed his training with Liu and is now a famous artist himself. The Jins are also attending their graduation ceremony. Of course, the university is Jeon's. Taehyung is super excited today, because who will not? Jimin, Din and Hoseok almost emptied the shops in the name of shopping for their graduation party. They are excited to wear the dress they bought. The university is shining with the students and the teachers. The university ground was decorated beautifully. Students were welcomed along with their parents. Everyone got their degrees and many took group photos. Namjin got a chance to give the speech, as he is the top student of the batch. After the event, it was the time for photos and party. Dunes were surrounding Taehyung. Wooshik and Note were also sticking to his side. Mins and Kims were not any less. People would come for Hoseok's autograph, and Suga wasn't liking that. Yoongi was not any less. He kept Jimin to close himself, not letting him leave his sight. Bogum and Jake were with Jimin, talking and protecting their little brother from people approaching. Some business associates were approaching him. After seeing his brother's cuteness, Hoseok's relationship was publicly announced in media, so Jimin was in demand. Min couple were making sure to keep their acquaintances far from their soon-to-be son-in-law. Ryo and Jake were with Hoseok, looking after him. Lily and Kay were with Jin, along with Namjin and Kim couple. Some seniors of Jin from the hospital he did his internship were also present there and were talking with him. Namjin was clearly on guard in front of them and clearly dismissing his business partners, saying this wasn't the occasion for business. And Jeon, here are extraordinary. Elder Mrs Jeon came prepared with some food for Taehyung, in case this even will be dragged any longer. Elder Mitter Jeon was so observant person. I am really looking forward for your another masterpiece, Taehyung. A person who knows Taehyung for his art was talking to him. Taehyung was also talking and smiling with him. But some people were burning jealousy. You can say, of course, Mr. Bay, I am currently working for the exhibition. Maybe you can get one in auction. Taehyung replied him with a polite smile. Why is the fool talking to my grandson-in-law showing all his teeth? Elder Mr. Jeon muttered. That's the other thing. It was loud enough for everyone to hear it. Cook, go bring back my baby beer. He might be scared seeing the yellow teeth of that man, Mr. Jeon said, nodding his head. Wooshik and Noah sighed heavily. They were fed up with this already. They didn't know. The jinjoos also stands for jealousy. Jungkook was another level of fury, seeing them shaking hands. It's just that the Junes know that person well. He is straight person, but he is A for women. He flirts with every woman he sees. He is also not interested in Taehyung, but it's just that Jungkook never wants such a person to roam around his baby. Excuse me, Mr. Ban. But my fiance has to meet someone, Jungkook said, in his cold tone, making Mr. Bae wince. Taehyung hardly stopped himself from rolling his eyes, but he smiled politely at Mr. Bae, and went from there. Don't roll your eyes, baby. Not here. You will do that in our room, Jungkook whispered in his ear, and Taehyung swore. His hair on his skin stood up. In the evening, the Jeons arranged a party for their son, and soon-to-be son-in-law's graduation. The party hall was full of lights, and crowded with almost all business entities. Everyone knew about the announcement of Taehyung being Jungkook's fiance. So now it's a celebration for graduation. Hangs were already there in the party hall, greetings and talking business, and expecting some expansions. In the room above, away from all the crisp business talk, was cheese. Taehyung knows it's waste of time, telling Jungkook to stop. Jungkook was really in no mood to stop. Kooky. We should leave. Downstairs is a party going on. Taehyung repeated. Jungkook groaned, and leaned forward, attaching their foreheads. But I don't want to go, Jungkook said, and hugged Taehyung tightly in his arms. Taehyung patted his back, and swayed both of them. If you will come with me now, you might get a reward tonight, Taehyung whispered in his ear, and we can see bunny ears perked up instantly. Really? Jungkook asked like a child, his doe eyes a show of innocence. Taehyung's really wanted to scoff, and he did, but internally, he just nodded his head, and Jungkook immediately skooked Taehyung, and went out of the bathroom. Both got ready, and descended downstairs. As soon as they reached hand in hand, every head snapped at them, their presence commanding screaming power. Both dressed in black and gold, giving the aura that cannot be questioned. Taehyung wore a black satin shirt with gold borders on the collar and cuffs, and black trousers, little jewelry and makeup that enhanced his looks, made him look ethereal. Beside him Jungkook with crisp black shirt, with some golden pattern folded sleeves, showing his tatters and perfectly styled hair, his one hand on Taehyung's back guiding him. Jungkook and Taehyung first met with the elder Jeons, and then his parents. Baby bear, oh my, you look so beautiful today, elder Mrs Jeon said, and hugged him. Taehyung smiled brightly at her, hugged her back. I don't know why I am the one always forgotten. Our fake said voice came from elder Mr. Jeon. Taehyung saw that the old man was pouting. Taehyung giggled seeing him. Pei, how can your bear forget you? It's impossible. Taehyung hugged him tightly. He hugged Mrs. Jeon as well. You're looking gorgeous, Elma, Taehyung said with sparkly eyes. Mrs. Jeon laughed and patted his head. Oh, Mr. Jeon coughed, but before Taehyung could reach him, a Jeon loose bunny muscular man trapped Taehyung in his arms. Enough. You are stealing my baby from me. You have your own wives' oldies. Don't snatch your son and grandson's wifey. Jungkook said in a cold tone. Other Junes rolled their eyes on him, while Taehyung giggled in Jungkook's arms. Woship and Jake joined them, and Taehyung hugged his hand like a monkey. Get off me, you leech. God gave you a big bunny to stick. Let go off me. Woship said, ripping Taehyung from the hug that felt like glue. Taehyung pouted and bit Woship's shoulder, which gained a yelp from him. Jake just sighed and shook his head. How is your new married life going, hound? Taehyung teased, wiggling his eyebrows at Jake. Jake's cheeks turned pink, but glared at him. Brat, Woshik said, and smacked Taehyung's head slightly. Taehyung pouted and went in Jungkook's arms. What did I ask wrong? I am worried for my home. Taehyung said with a pitiful face and a sad pout. Jungkook cooed and kissed his pout while Taehyung nestled in Jungkook's arms. Not in front of us, Jake said, but Jungkook raised his eyebrows. You have done worse, Jungkook said, and then everyone shut their mouths for their own good.